We're very happy this evening to welcome Cheryl Maddox-Berry and Memphis Blues tonight. Seriously though, one of our greatest broadcasters and the husband of the author. Please welcome Mr. Jim Berry.
Thank you so much, Steve. And wow, this is awesome to see. I just want to start by saying, I didn't write a book, but I watched it being written. And it is phenomenal to see all of you here. In fact, seeing this packed room reinforces what I've always known, that in the Berry household, Cheryl is the star. And she's not bashful either, as you can see. Seriously, you know, there are moments in your life that you will never forget. There are moments in life that make you immensely proud. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, for me, this is one of them. Because I have seen this germinate from an idea to a pursuit to a passion. I have seen the author leap over tall buildings in a single bound. I mean, Wonder Woman and Black Panther ain't got nothing on her. She has truly been dedicated for this pursuit. I was just thinking the other day that it was just maybe 3 years ago that she and I came down to this very bookstore, and we sat out in the courtyard with the owner of Books and Books, a great guy by the name of Mitch Kaplan, who we should give a round of applause. He's always so supportive of authors, and he sat with us for a few moments and graciously helped us plot a course. But even then, Cheryl had to stick with it. And truth be told, she probably would have been done with this book about 3 years ago, were it not for me. Because at our home office, I would sort of tiptoe by, and I would look in. I said, "What you doing, baby?" And she would give me that look like, and I knew the look meant, "I'm writing, leave me alone." But she has told a wonderful story. And it is a story that she knows well. As she will tell you, she was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. And her heart has really been poured into this work. And so we thank all of you for being here tonight for the official launch of what we are very excited about, her debut novel. It's only been on Amazon now for a little over a month, but I'm proud to say that it has already garnered 3 5-star reviews. And once all of you read it and post on Amazon, we'll have 103. So it gives me great pride and pleasure to introduce my better half and the author of Memphis Blues, Mrs. Cheryl Maddox-Berry.
That was quite an introduction.
I worked on it, baby.
He's auditioning to be my hype man, and you know what? You might get the job.
All right.
Good evening to all of you. I am happy to see so many of you out here, and I have been humbled by the outpouring of support for Memphis Blues. Some of you may be wondering, where has Cheryl been for the past 3.5 to 4 years? Well, I've been in my office writing and rewriting. I've been at the Miami Shores Library writing and rewriting. And it's been a long journey, but finally I have reached my destination. Yes. First, let me tell you a little about Memphis Blues. Memphis Blues is a story about 2 women whose lives were turned upside down and their dreams deferred when they became involved with a handsome but conniving man. His name was Dr. Cyrus Mitchell. One of the women was naming his sweet but homely wife. Now, Nadine didn't want to get married. She wanted to graduate from high school, get a good job, and have some fun. But she got pregnant. And Cyrus's mother forced them to get married. Now, to find out why, you've got to read the book. The other woman is Carrie, Cyrus's young, beautiful, but naive mistress. She's a country girl, but he still fell in love with her. Now, Carrie's mother sent her to Memphis to live with Carrie's grandmother so that she could get a good education, a decent job, and just have a much better way of life than what she'd have in Mississippi. That's how we pronounce it in Memphis, Mississippi. And lo and behold, what does Carrie do? She gets involved with a married man. Now, Carrie knows about Nadine, but Nadine doesn't know about Carrie until one day, the three of them converge at a strike rally. You see, Memphis Blues is set in 1968 during the sanitation workers' strike that brought Dr. King to Memphis. And it's through each woman's individual involvement with the strike that she finds her voice and ultimately her independence. Memphis Blues is a story about self-discovery, female empowerment, racial pride, and it's a love story. There's a little violence, and according to my mother, way too much sex, but what can I say? Sex happens, so I have to write about it. As I mentioned earlier, Cyrus's mother forced them to get married, so you can imagine what things are like in that house. It's pretty tense. So I've chosen a passage to read that gives you a glimpse into the Mitchell dysfunctional household.